And here's what we need to know over the next couple of days, that the threats are starting to trend a little bit farther northward. So that's good news for the immediate Baton Rouge area, certainly to point southward. We're not going to let our guard down yet, though, because there is actually going to be a winter storm watch in our area, and then a big concern next week as we have a pair of hard freezes. But as the area of low pressure treks further north, farther inland, it looks like that rain, ice, and snow line should move a little bit farther north as well. Nevertheless, we do have a winter storm watch that's in effect, and that includes the Baton Rouge area from midnight Sunday through 6 p.m. Sunday. Now that's important because it looks like the precipitation hopefully will wrap up before that time, and we do know that Sunday night overnight we're going to get freezing temperatures. But again, most of the area that you see highlighted here is probably going to stay above freezing. I'm going to show you that in just a second. The rain shield now moving out, and you can see that there's still a couple of showers behind that, and then the big trough of low pressure starting to dig in out to the west, and eventually we're going to see development over the next couple of days as it moves a little bit closer to our neck of the woods. The graph model is going to show just a couple of light sprinkles. I would say if you don't want to bring the rain gear for the rest of the day, you're probably going to be okay. I'll say this, now the graph all of a sudden has really pumped up our highs for today. They're breaking up the cloud cover in the afternoon. So if we do get a little bit of sunshine later today, certainly that would help pump up those temperatures. I'm going with the European model because I think it's got a better handle on the situation, and it looks like it's going to keep this as a predominantly rain event across the boot. There you see, I would say you have to go right to the Mississippi-Louisiana line and then points northward. Then we wrap the precip up by around 3:30 in the afternoon. As I mentioned before, this is very important because once we get beyond this point in time, temperatures are going to nosedive Sunday night going into Monday morning. That's when that real cold air is going to start to build in. So over the next couple of days, the setup not only shows the trough coming and digging in from the west, but then the extent of the freezing temperatures. And you can see it's really been positioning itself this diagonal orientation from northeast down to southwest, but you can see it kind of excludes our region over here. We know that the snow is going to be up there. There's going to be a big time snowmaker up to the north. I would say if you're in the extreme northern part of Louisiana, maybe, just maybe, you get a little piece of that. We're not going to see that here, and it still looks like the possibility of freezing rain and any kind of significant icing is going to affect multiple states, multiple regions, and it does bleed down very close to the I-10, I-12 corridor. But I will point this out, even though we're still getting a little bit of a printout from the National Blend of Models, that's the NBM, it still looks like the focal point is shifting more to the north, and these numbers coming down. So as you go south of I-10, I don't want to say you have nothing to worry about, but it looks like the threat is a little bit lesser. Not only that, but the thing that jumped off the page at me this morning are the National Blend of Models future temperatures. Look at this. This is actually overnight. That's what you're looking at, Saturday night into Sunday morning. This is Sunday morning, and you could see our temperatures, according to the NBM, are way above normal. Now, if you're thinking, oh, well, maybe the NBM is off. Well, maybe, but they're certainly not off about Monday, because that 23 is exactly what I'm expecting. So this is good news in my opinion. We're not letting our guard down, but we're certainly not hitting the panic button either. 70 degrees for a high today. I think we do get a little bit of sunshine in the afternoon. Sure, I'll remain optimistic there. Then for tonight, we'll drop it off only to the mid-50s. We're going to leave in a minimal chance of scattered showers overnight. We still have first alerts, first for the weekend for the possibility of icing, and then secondly, Monday into Tuesday for hard freezes. You're going to want to make sure you take care of those peas.